Hello, I'm Yusuf Toure, the teacher of English Grade 6, American Diploma, Manhattan School. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic in the reading book, Unit 5, Lesson 2, which we title as you can see, Harvesting Hope, the story of Cesar Chavez. Well, in summary, Cesar Chavez is a young boy that lives in the United States, and during the early 20th century, in the 1930s to be specific, and they faced hard time. That's the time of racism to the highest peak, segregation, and hardship for the blacks specifically. Eventually, his parents had a ranch, and unfortunately for them, they had a drought, and in the process, they lose their ranch. So things become much more difficult. So they have to migrate to California to work in a farm because the fact their parents, Cesar Chavez's parents, are good farmers. But there, the treatment there was very, very harsh. Cesar Chavez was very young, not used to the situation there. Even their house there, they had was the house was a kind of just a makeshift building where they have to share with other people. No toilet facilities, very poor, all these things. So he had to undergo a lot of things. And the farming went on. The parents were able to send him to school, but he had to drop out of school for him to go on, take on farming itself. And he was somewhat successful, and he led a revolution, a farmers' union for the fight of better payment or better wage, or better work condition for the farmers. And he was successful. So in brief, this is the story. But before going to the story as usual, we have to learn the vocabularies. You know, vocabulary is a very, very important aspect of any reading passage. So let's try to learn the vocabularies. So what I want you to do is to identify the pictures and the words associated with the pictures. Let's start. Let's look at this picture and tell me. Let's take a closer look at these people wearing this uniform. What are they representing, basically? You can see as if they are police officers. They are wearing their ceremonial uniform. So by right, they are representing what? The authority. So they are called the authority. They're there to enforce law and order. So we call it authority. Yeah. And let's look at the second picture. This is, you can see strawberries. Yes, in the field. And when you see the thing is overgrown, evergrown, green, somewhat plentiful. It is called lush. Yes, lush. The growth of it is nice. You know, I call it the the output is wonderful. It's called it lush. Okay. Now let's look at this one. If you can describe this, you can see a tree that fell on the street, and definitely you know that cars will not be able to pass, and if they could pass, they will pass with difficulties. So the tree now has become an obstacle for people or vehicles not to pass easily. So that's what we call obstacle. Obstacle is something that hinders, that makes hindrance. for the easy life of things, of people. Okay, let's look at the next picture. Of course, if I can ask you to describe this one, you can see a boy drinking, or in 45 drinking water, and by the look itself, you know that the boy is tired. Yes. So, and the number 45 tells that the boy has been probably in sport, running or jogging. So now the running and jogging has taken a toll on him. Yes, let's call it toll. It created an impact on him. So he has to sit down helplessly or finding something to sustain himself. It's called toll. And the other one, look at this other one. You see, the woman covering her face, wearing a hat, covering her face with a net. And you can see these things like bees or flies that disturbs. It disturb the woman. So when you have something like this, you see what? They are tormenting her. It's a torment. So the woman feels tormented. So this kind of act is when something is disturbing you. It's like torment. So we call it torment. Okay? And this one, blooming plant. Now it stooped down, fell again on the ground. It's called wilt. When something bend down, something bends down to the ground again. Yes, it's supposed to go up straight, but now it goes down to the ground. So it's called a weight. It's called weight. The plant waits to the ground. Okay. Let's look at this one. Probably the last one. The road again. Okay, you might see it's an obstacle. This one, people can pass. But this sign tells you that some people can pass, but not everybody. You have to take permission to get. For you to get what? You have to take permission for you to get an access, a way through, called an access. Okay. So this is the last one. Now let's come to the other part of the same vocabularies. What are we going to do? Now I will show you them briefly, and you take your time to spell them. Just want you to be honest with yourself. Don't look at anyone. I'll show you something like I'll show it to you for something like 2 or 3 seconds. Then I'll take it out again and you spell the word. Okay, let's start with the first one. This one, spell it for me. Torment. Yes. Thank you. Let's look at the second one. This one. Wilt. Spell it. Good. The third one. Toll. Spell it. Yes. Look at this one. Authority. Spell it. Thank you. Look at this. Access. Spell it. This one. Obstacle. Spell it. This one. Okay. Thank you very much. So far, this is the end of this show or this lesson that has to do with the vocabulary. Vocabulary was for the story called Harvesting Hope, the story of Cesar Chavez. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time, probably next week. Again, once more, I'm Yusuf Ture, teacher of English, grade 6, American Diploma, Manhattan School. Thank you and goodbye.